Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Breaking news on the wildfires, plus storms in the East. The hero who confronted the shooter tells his story, and two young stars having one epic year. Travel chaos. A deadly summer storm bringing heavy rain and flash flooding along the I-95 corridor. Rising water reaching up to car headlights. This gas station flooded. Trees crushing cars and trains. Thousands of flights are canceled or delayed.
Breaking overnight, an arrest in the Washington state wildfires. A man accused of igniting one of the massive infernos, scorching entire neighborhoods, destroying hundreds of homes as crews race to contain the flames.
President Trump attacks close ally and U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro over the reflecting pool case after she dropped vandalism charges against a former Olympian and others accused because evidence demonstrates a botched installation. And President Trump's latest threat to Iran and why gas prices could remain high, even as oil comes down with hopes of a deal.
Stomach bug outbreak turns deadly. New details in the first two deaths from the foodborne illness.
Jumping into action, the hero credited with saving lives at the Idaho In-N-Out by confronting the gunman.
He seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars, and then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
He told us his story.
All that.
Close encounter.
No.
A child near a bison at Yellowstone. What the animal did next.
Emergency highway landing.
No, we are not making the airport. We're going down on I-10.
How a small plane managed to thread the needle.
But I don't need someone to save me.
Ariana Grande speaking overnight about her decision to step away from the spotlight.
And Endgame. Avengers! Not so fast.
I'll explain everything.
You're better. I love you.
Spider-Man stealing Endgame's thunder. This morning, the real-life love story launching brand new day into the top spot. Ultimate power couple Tom and Zendaya are unstoppable this summer. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. I think we all can agree. Tom and Zendaya, they're having a huge year. And the thing is, it's not over. You know, we're going to have much more on that just ahead.
Because it's a very busy Tuesday. We're going to have the latest on the devastating wildfires in the Pacific Northwest and the arrest overnight. Alex Stone standing by in Spokane, where hundreds of homes have been lost.
Also, Jill O'Brien standing by in Capitol Hill, tracking a few stories for us right now, including the new twist in the Max Miller controversy, a big deadline looming there, and Todd Blanchard's AG nomination. It appears to be back on track.
Plus, could gas prices hit a new milestone? Our chief economics correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, breaks down the latest pain at the pump.
We're going to begin, though, with the dangerous weather. Ginger tracking the heat, smoke, and fire forecast. First, Gio Benitez starts us off at Newark Airport on all the travel trouble along the East Coast after those powerful storms swept through the region. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, George, good morning. Yeah, overnight, almost 24 flights were diverted to Colorado Springs because of severe weather in the skies above Denver. In fact, medical teams actually had to rush to the airport. This as we saw this dangerous weather all across this country. Take a look here. This morning, travel getting back on track after a summer storm snarled traffic in the Northeast Monday.
Oh my God.
Heavy rains causing flash flooding from Massachusetts to New York. In Newark, New Jersey, drivers risking the deep waters. They reached up to the headlights. Some stalling out, people seen pushing their dead cars out of the way. A similar scene in Camden, New Jersey.
Like driving in a river, though.
And in Brockton, Massachusetts, too. Vehicles causing waves as they drove through. Water gushing over the wall, flooding this gas station in Connecticut. Multiple trees down across the 5 boroughs in New York, this one crushing a car.
I thought it was just thunder. At least nothing happened to us, right? It didn't fall on the house.
One person was injured when a tree fell on a commuter train on New York's Long Island. And in Plymouth, Massachusetts, a 61-year-old woman was killed by a fallen tree while she was on her back porch. Yeah, really so tragic right there. So yesterday we saw more than 1,000 cancellations, nearly 10,000 delays. So it was really such a mess. Today it's looking a lot better. We're seeing about 200 cancellations so far, but it is going to take a bit to recover, Robin.
And Gio, one of those cancellations impacted Sam Champion. He was supposed to be at work today, but his flight out of Miami was canceled. Thank you, Gio. At least that's his story. You know, Sam.
You read my mind.
No, I'm not sure about that.
I trust Sam.
No. But now the extreme heat and winds in the west creating those dangerous conditions for wildfires. I know you're tracking this for us, Ginger.
If he tries one more day, then we'll know.
Yeah,
it's not
right.
real. But yes, let's talk about what's happening in the Pacific Northwest, the Northern Rockies. From British Columbia down to Utah, we have major wildfires burning and evacuations in place this morning. This fire is called the Wide Mouth 2 fire. It more than doubled in size in 48 hours. So that's the type of issue we're dealing with. On top of that, the containment there is 0%. The smoke, even if you're not right next to these wildfires, the air quality is going to be poor throughout the state of Oregon. This was from Portland yesterday. I checked this morning, airnow.gov. Boise, Bend, Oregon, Yakima, Spokane, all in the unhealthy category already. So you're seeing all of those smoke air quality alerts. But there are also still some red flag warnings in Colorado and Utah. The winds will be bigger there. Michael, just note that this goes through the midweek. We're going to see unhealthy air quality sticking around and the heat building. Could even see some records up to Portland by tomorrow.
Yeah, and we have some breaking news pertaining to the wildfire that came in overnight. Officials say they have arrested a man on suspicion of arson for starting one of the fires, as more than 10,000 acres have now burned in Spokane. Alex Stone is on the scene. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, that arrest coming overnight as families are returning to this scene where everything is gone. I'm in what was the basement of a home. Everything from up above came collapsing down to the basement. This filing cabinet still hot to the touch. The water still coming out there as families are sifting through. This family saying they have found almost nothing in all of this.
This morning, officials announcing the arrest of a suspect they say is responsible for starting the Old Trails fire, the most destructive of the 3 fires currently ravaging Spokane.
The witness, a citizen, very good citizen, noticed a male standing on the side of the road looking into the trees as he was going to pick somebody up. About 10 minutes later, as he was coming back through the area, he noticed the male was bending down near some grass.
More than 10,000 acres have burned in the Spokane area. Fire trucks surrounded by huge blazes as crews rush to contain the flames. The sheriff saying 14 people are unaccounted for, but incredibly, nobody has been killed or even seriously injured, despite the flames moving so quickly.
That's our house right there. It's about to go down in flames.
Close to 70,000 residents forced to evacuate. Firefighters say at least 700 homes have been destroyed, but that number could increase substantially.
I've been to a lot of places around the world, and I can tell you today that that's a war zone.
Families digging through the remains of their homes.
My childhood photos, everything that, you can't get back.
Jana Jensen grew up in this house, her childhood home gone.
I feel lost. Every memory of my children are down there. Every memory of my grandchildren are down there. I just feel empty. I can't even say I feel hurt.
And across the West, more wildfires erupting. Crews capturing this massive fire NATO as they work to contain the Coleman Creek fire in southwest Oregon.
And George, I want to show you, being here in the basement, everything from the upper floors collapsed down, including the refrigerator. The family's refrigerator is right here, and the family showing us that as the refrigerator came down, out rolled a red apple, the only thing that seems to have survived when this home burned, that apple. George?
Wow, that is really something. Okay, Alex, thanks very much. We're going to get the latest now on President Trump and the reflecting pool. Prosecutor Jeanine Pirro has now dropped vandalism charges against all individuals accused drawing fire from Trump, despite overwhelming evidence that faulty repair work caused the damage. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. And President Trump is now lashing out at U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro and refusing to accept her conclusion that botched installation, not vandalism, is to blame for the problems with his $15 million taxpayer-funded renovation of the reflecting pool. This morning, President Trump's close ally, U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, is on thin ice. Trump slamming Pirro for dropping her case against former Olympian David Hearn, who was charged with vandalizing the newly renovated reflecting pool. The president's so furious, sources say he's privately mused to aides about whether he should fire her. And late yesterday, Pirro spotted at the White House for a meeting with the president.
I was disappointed with Jeanine Pirro, really disappointed with Jeanine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella.
Hearn was arrested after stopping to check out the damage while on a bike ride, saying he saw a piece of loose paint in the water and reached out and touched it. But on Friday, Pirro dropped the charges, saying documents from the Department of the Interior indicate the damage to the pool was not because of Hearn, but the result of a botched installation, blaming the contractors. Pirro saying had the Interior Department been forthcoming with the information clearly in its possession, the government would not have sought a grand jury indictment. The filing directly contradicting Trump's claims of vandalism. Pirro claiming her prosecutors were misled by the Interior Department, which awarded no-bid contracts worth nearly $15 million, despite having virtually no federal experience doing federal contracts.
Our focus is get the case dismissed, but after that, all options are on the table, and we're very seriously evaluating that. Mr. Hearn has been told he might have faced up to 10 years in prison, despite knowing he was innocent.
Pirro also dropping 3 misdemeanor cases related to destruction of property at the reflecting pool. All 4 prosecutions claiming vandalism have now been dropped. President Trump is still refusing to accept Pirro's conclusion and decision to drop these charges. And this morning, while questions remain about her future with the administration, sources do caution that nothing is final in this matter until Trump says so. Robin.
All righty there, Mary. Thank you. Now the latest on the war with Iran. President Trump has issued a warning that he is giving Iran, quote, one last chance to make a deal. Matt Rivers on the scene in the Middle East in Amman, Jordan. Good morning to you, Matt.
Robin, it does seem like negotiations are ongoing between both sides, but yet again, confusion remains about what progress, if any, is being made. Trump at the White House yesterday calling this Iran's, quote, last chance to make a deal. Asked about that deal's prospects, he said, I don't know, but I want to give every last chance before decapitation. The Iranians, though, continuing to deny that direct negotiations with the U.S. are even going on, something that we should take with a grain of salt, as Iran often says that as a negotiating tactic. Trump, though, frustrated with those Iranian denials, calling their leadership, quote, unbelievably duplicitous. Now, key to any deal will be the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, but even this deal being discussed would not take it back to the free passage through the strait that was in place before the war began. For now, Iran, though, saying that they are only talking with Oman and not the U.S., Michael, about a deal to reopen that strait.
All right, Matt, thank you for that. And let's get the latest on how the war is impacting the stock market and gas prices here at home. Our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is tracking it all for us. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Michael. And we're already seeing that immediate impact with a lot of volatility in oil prices this morning, with those talks between the U.S. and Iran remaining uncertain. And right here in the United States, where we see the impact immediately is in gas prices. The nationwide average this morning, $4.07 a gallon. That is up 2 cents overnight and more than 30 cents from a month ago. The key for prices to truly trend lower is a signal that is sustained that the Strait of Hormuz and the flow of oil has resumed back, ideally to pre-war levels. And as Matt just reported, that's easier said than done. We've been here before. It hasn't held. If prices stay above $4 a gallon beyond next Saturday, it will be the latest in the calendar year that prices have remained this high. Now, prices do tend to be higher in the summer when people go on their vacations and spend more time on the roads. They tend to trend lower in September and throughout that month as people use less gasoline. George?
A lot of people keeping an eye on that. Okay, Rebecca, thanks very much. We turn now to the death of a man at Delaney Hall Detention Center. Chief Investigative Correspondent Eric Tursi here was the latest on that ICE facility.
George, as you know, Delaney Hall has faced protests before over the way detainees are treated. This is 39-year-old Salvadoran Edwin Lopez Cornejo. Federal authorities said he died over the weekend of a medical emergency while in custody at Delaney Hall, but the cause of his death is not yet certain. And that Detention Center in Newark has faced protests and congressional scrutiny before. ICE said while in custody, Lopez Cornejo received proper medical care, but his family questioned whether he was given his diabetes medication. Days of violent protests erupted on Memorial Day at Delaney Hall. That's where activists said conditions are inhumane, including inadequate medical care. Lopez Cornejo is the second detainee to die in custody at Delaney Hall in the last 8 months, and by ABC News count, he's at least the 23rd to die in ICE custody this year. Border Patrol said he'd been living illegally in the U.S. for the last 20 years before his arrest in June in Plainfield, New Jersey. He had a 12-year-old daughter. His mother called him an excellent son and a good father, and his family will be at a church in New Jersey today demanding an investigation, guys.
Yeah.
23 dead this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Aaron, for your reporting on that. Now to President Trump's nominee for Attorney General, Todd Blanche, apparently back on track with a key vote set for this morning after he agreed to eliminate a fund to benefit the president's political allies and to limit a tax immunity deal for the president and his family. Jay O'Brien is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Good morning, Jay.
Robin, good morning to you. Todd Blanche's nomination is expected to clear a key committee vote this morning after he struck a deal with two Senate Republican holdouts. John Cornyn of Texas and Tom Tillis of North Carolina vowed they would not vote Blanche out of committee unless he agreed to officially kill a $1.8 billion fund that would have paid taxpayer dollars to the president's political allies, including January 6th rioters. Over the weekend, Blanche agreed to rescind the order creating that fund, but he didn't do away entirely with other ways for the DOJ to pay those Capitol rioters, as President Trump has repeatedly said he wants to do. As part of that deal, Blanche also narrowed a sweeping IRS immunity deal to only apply to past, not future tax returns of the president, some members of his family, and the Trump Organization, although that could still benefit the president to the tune of tens of millions of dollars. Remember, this morning is just a committee vote, but if Blanche gets out of committee, which again, he is expected to, he goes to a full Senate floor vote sometime this week. George.
And Jay, the president has opened up another avenue to profit from the presidency. His media company is now charging subscribers up to $1.2 million a year for early access to his Truth Social posts.
That's right, George, and that started this weekend. Early access to Trump Truth Social posts from the parent company of Truth Social offered as a subscription to traders. It's only by a few milliseconds, but it could make some traders millions of dollars. President Trump, remember, is the largest shareholder in the parent company of Truth Social. Democratic senators are already calling for an investigation into this by the SEC. They say that it could harm faith in the market, and they call it an outrageous abuse, quote, of the president's office, George.
Okay, Jay, thanks very much, Michael.
All right, we're going to turn now to the first death reported in the ongoing parasite outbreak that has sickened thousands of people across the country. Officials in Michigan are now reporting 2 people have died. Elizabeth Schulze has the latest for us. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Michael. This outbreak of cyclosporiasis is one of the biggest foodborne illness outbreaks in U.S. history, and now it has turned deadly. Officials say 2 people died in Michigan from the parasitic stomach illness. They say that both individuals had significant underlying health conditions that may have been impacted by cyclosporiasis and dehydration. Now, we don't know what those underlying conditions are or the patient's ages. Typically, this illness is not deadly. Nationwide, there are a record-breaking more than 18,000 cases of this in 45 states. Those numbers are expected to go up because it can take up to 6 weeks to identify the illness. So far, the FDA has linked cases in 9 states to iceberg lettuce sourced from Taylor Farms in central Mexico and then served at Taco Bell. That lettuce has been voluntarily recalled. Michigan is the epicenter, and thankfully cases there have started to level off. State officials say lettuce is a potential source, but they do add that other food items cannot be completely ruled out. In North Carolina, health officials reported that some people who got sick may have eaten parsley and cilantro. So right now, the recommendation is to wash your lettuce, herbs, and any other fresh produce thoroughly under running water, even if it is already pre-washed, George.
You got to do it. Okay, we're going to switch gears now. Powerball jackpot, it climbed again overnight. They're now in the all-time top 10.
Yeah, it's massive. Good morning, George. Still no winner in the Powerball jackpot. It is now at $786 million. That is the 9th largest in the lottery's history. Monday night's drawing was the 40th consecutive where no one won the top prize. It is now on a run dating back to early May, and as a result, we now have the largest jackpot since the $1.8 billion winning ticket on Christmas Eve last year. That's quite a Christmas present. And if you're planning on what you will do with your winnings, please note the cash payout is $341.6 million. And while most winners will take that fast money, the jury is still out on whether that is the smart decision. Taxes greatly reduce your take-home bounty, while opting for the payments over 30 years nets you quite a bit more, $495 million. Some financial experts, though, say if you take the lump sum, even conservative investments will grow your money more than taking the annuity. It is a nice problem to noodle over, indeed. The next drawing is tomorrow night. Good luck, everyone.
Thinking about 30 years. Give me my money right now.
Show me the money.
Thank you, Lara. Coming up, Ariana Grande speaking overnight about her decision to step away from the spotlight. You'll hear what she said on stage.
Okay. Plus, Trevor Alt has the latest on that shopping rampage at an In-N-Out. Trev?
Good morning, Robin. And I spoke with an armed citizen who fired back when that active shooter opened fire here at this In-N-Out. How he says the shooter responded, coming up.
And also had the frightening encounter at Yellowstone caught on camera. What happened when a child ran too close to a bison?
Coming up, the emergency plane landing on a highway.
And growing concerns over cyber attacks on our nation's water systems. We'll be right back.
You're gonna forget who I am.
What?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna come and find you, and I'll explain everything.
You better. I love you. I love you. Just wait and tell me when you see me again.
My name is Peter Parker, and I would like a coffee.
Welcome back to GMA. Hey, that's Tom Holland in Zendaya and Spider-Man as Brand New Day soars to the top of the record books with the biggest opening weekend at the box office ever. Wow, that's something. They're more in love with the real life couple. We're going to talk about that. There's more details about them coming up. People can't get enough.
Fans, absolutely, yeah. First new at 7:30. Russia says that 7 people were killed, including 3 children. Dozens injured after Ukrainian drone, you see it right there, hit a crowded beach in southern Russia. Moscow called it a deliberate attack, but it's unclear whether the drone was shot down by Russian air defenses or if it crashed. Also this morning, the high-stakes primary that could determine control of the Senate. It's in the key state of Michigan. Progressive Abdul El-Sayed takes on moderate Congresswoman Haley Stevens.
And look at this. A small plane made an emergency landing on a highway in Florida after the pilot reported mechanical issues and telling air traffic control that they weren't going to make it back to the airport.
Yeah, our oil pressure is dropping down into the red, and we do have fumes in the cockpit from the oil. Yeah, we are not making the airport. We're going down on I-10.
The truck driver who captured this video on dash cam says the plane came close to hitting him and the sign when it landed, but thankfully, no one was injured. Wow. Serena and Venus Williams are going to play doubles at the Cincinnati Open this month, setting up a possible return, yes, to the U.S. Open. The sisters, as we know, were supposed to play together at Wimbledon, but Serena injured her knee in her return to singles at the tournament. Serena's farewell was at the U.S. Open in 2022 before launching her comeback earlier this summer.
We wish them well.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Now to the man being hailed as a hero after opening fire on the gunman who killed 3 people, wounded multiple others outside an In-N-Out burger in Idaho. He spoke with Trevor Alt, who's in Twin Falls. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. 5 years ago, there was a mass shooting at a mall 2 hours from here in Boise. And Jordan Salinas tells me after that happened, that inspired him to start training every single weekend for how to respond to an active shooter. So on Saturday, when gunfire rang out here at this In-N-Out, he knew exactly what to do. And investigators believe he helped save lives.
After the weekend's deadly shooting in Idaho, a gunman opening fire outside an In-N-Out restaurant.
Report multiple people down.
This morning, we're hearing from the man who fired back.
It was like a switch, like, okay, green light.
He said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real, it's happening.
35-year-old Jordan Salinas tells me he and his girlfriend Emily had just pulled into the parking lot when the shooting began.
As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people just flooding out of the building.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We both thought it might have been a kitchen fire.
What's happening? What happened? What's happening?
Shoot. As hundreds ran for their lives through that crowded shopping center,
Everybody's running.
Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger, seen on video repeatedly firing at the shooter.
You were actively taking cover behind the in and out sign.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was. When those first shots broke at him, I mean, he had no idea.
You had said he didn't like the bullets going both ways.
No, he seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars. And then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
Authorities say an off-duty state trooper also took aim at the suspect, and the pair's heroic actions bought valuable time for people to flee. They say the shooter, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
The motive for the shooting is still unclear. 7 people were injured, 3 more were killed. Among them, Christopher Claunch. His sister telling the New York Times he'd lived in Idaho for 30 years and loved traveling, cooking, and the outdoors. And 23-year-old Ashley Garibai, who worked at the restaurant. Her family saying she was adventurous, outgoing, smart, and driven. The community in Twin Falls is devastated by the loss, but they're praising Jordan for helping save so many.
Well, the investigators say that you probably saved a lot of lives.
My goal was to try to help as many people get home as possible, you know, to be with their families, to be with their friends. That was the entire goal.
And while Jordan and that state trooper, of course, did push the shooter away, Jordan emphasized to me, you don't have to have a weapon to be incredibly useful in a dangerous situation like this. He said there were dozens of people who sprang into action, getting people to safety and helping to provide first aid. And then you had all those first responders who were here so quickly. All of that together helped get a lot more people home safely. Guys?
Yeah, it took a lot of people. I'm happy Jordan was there to help. All right, thank you for that, Trevor. And we're going to go now to another close call at Yellowstone National Park after a bison and child came too close to each other. Rhiannon Alley's here with the story. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, this isn't the first and likely won't be the last time we report on tourists and wild animals in our national parks. But in this latest incident, it really sounds like the case of a kid just being a kid, making a simple choice at Yellowstone that led to a very scary reaction from a bison.
No.
This morning, another close encounter with a bison in Yellowstone, this time with a child.
Turn around.
Oh my God, no. Children.
This group walking dangerously close, but then a young boy makes an innocent mistake.
You're way too close. Dude, what are you doing?
Oh my God. No.
He takes off running, and the bison follows, another tourist catching the chase on camera.
I'm thinking I'll just catch a cute video of this bison walking on the boardwalk, and then the kid ran by.
The bison eventually slowing down.
Nothing else happened, and the bison kind of wandered off. We were all kind of just trying to get our heart rates down because we kind of expected the worst to happen.
She's just going for it.
This is just the latest incident involving a bison at the country's oldest national park. Weeks ago, shocking video of 65-year-old grandfather Carl McDaniel being launched 8 feet in the air by one, going viral. The landing broke his femur bone.
He just kept coming and he was more aggressive. And as soon as he got off that tree, he launched me in the air.
Experts say even though bison may appear slow, they can run 3 times faster than humans and will defend their space when they feel threatened.
The rule is to stay at least 25 yards away. At this time of year, especially with mammals, make that 50 yards. If you see an animal that's in your path and you need to go that path, there's no other option for you, sit back and wait. Waiting is not going to kill you. Not waiting may.
Bison are responsible for more visitor injuries than any other wild animal, according to park officials. And guys, they want people to remember, this is not a zoo. These animals are not captive, so they can do what they want when they want.
They're in their environment.
Exactly.
You gotta
and
respect
I think
that.
there's a false sense of security when you're in a
You're right
national
about that, Rhiannon. Thank you so much. Now on GMA with Ariana Grande speaking overnight about her decision to step away from the spotlight. Lara's back with the details as her world tour is about to come to an end.
Absolutely. So good morning, Robin. Just a day after Ariana Grande's team shared with her fans that the superstar will be taking a break from the public eye as soon as her tour ends, Ariana herself has addressed the decision, making a speech to fans during her Eternal Sunshine tour in Chicago.
The announcement that was made yesterday was not a reactive or impulsive thing.
This morning, Ariana Grande is breaking her silence.
It's a plan that I had quietly made a long time ago, and it's a decision that was made from a thoughtful and empowered place.
The 33-year-old pop star addressing fans during her concert in Chicago Monday night after concern over her health and appearance following the release of her new album and music video, Pedal.
But I don't need someone to save me.
Fans quickly flooding social media with support and concern.
There is nothing normal about that, y'all. There's nothing normal about that.
Some people think she's stepping away specifically to focus on her health, while other people think the constant conversation, criticism, and straight up bullying surrounding her weight has probably played a huge part in it.
Over the weekend, a representative for Grande telling ABC News she plans to finish her tour healthily and happily before taking a step back from the spotlight and the endless, ongoing public scrutiny that comes with it. But Grande insisting the decision isn't about negativity.
I heard that my fans were worried that negativity was ruining things for me. But I just have to say, that could not be more opposite.
This scrutiny isn't new for Grande. In 2023, she pushed back against comments about her body while filming Wicked, saying older photos fans called healthy actually showed her at a low point in her life.
I think we should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies.
Now, with just 2 stops left on her world tour, Grande telling fans she's not walking away, she's just setting boundaries.
This can be and will continue to be the greatest experience of my professional and creative life.
Setting boundaries. Grande set to perform 2 more nights in Chicago before finishing her tour with 10 nights at the O2 Arena in London. That wraps up in September. And then after that, her rep says she will step back. And that includes roles in American Horror Story and Sunday in the Park with George. It sounds like a much needed break.
Yeah.
And good for her.
Yeah, like you said, she's given some thought to this.
Boundaries, people.
And those tours are hard on you.
That's what, 10 more dates in London after this.
Yeah.
So good for her. Take some time.
I agree. All right, thank you, Larry.
Play of the daytime, Ginger, this is a sweet one.
A 6-year-old I can't wait for you to meet. Okay, so 6-year-old Asher Harvey was born with a heart anomaly, and when Make-A-Wish asked for his wish, he said he just wanted to go to a Carolina Panthers game, his favorite team. Well, Make-A-Wish had bigger plans. Check out Asher signing with the Panthers for one day, a dream come true. Yeah. Then he got the chance to meet and hug Panthers star quarterback Bryce Young. Yep. Oh my God. And then it was time to meet his teammates before he played in a big game. So afterward, Asher suited up, his own helmet, pads, gloves, and he got to lead his heroes out on the field for Fan Fest, a practice game enjoyed by Panthers fans. Then, you thought that was a big moment. This is the big moment. Asher taking the handoff, scampering into the end zone. Yep.
He could go.
Go, Asher, go. Do it, Asher. For the TD. Yep, his teammates celebrating and linebacker Jalen Phillips lifting Asher above the crowd, soaking up the moment. Asher's mom telling the Panthers, Asher has taught me that it doesn't matter what happens to you. What matters is how you move through life, because that kid is unstoppable.
That was great. I know.
So
good for them. Thank you. Hey, we're celebrating National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Oh, cookies. We have 2 great chefs putting their spin on the classic.
Did you do Cookie Monster?
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. A deadly summer storm bringing heavy rain and flash flooding along the I-95 corridor. Trees crushing cars and trains, plus the dangerous heat, smoke, and fires in the west. Ginger is tracking it all.
How Tom Holland and Zendaya's real-life story.
I'm gonna come and find you, and I'll explain everything.
You better.
Is propelling Spider-Man Brand New Day to new heights.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
And we're celebrating National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day with 2 of the best bakers around. As they say,
Good morning, America!
live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America.
And good morning to chefs Christina Tosi, Danielle S. Sepsi. They're here with us this morning.
Yeah, that's right. They're showing us different ways to elevate a chocolate chip cookie. And Can't wait to give them a try. Everybody's kind of really anticipating.
So we had cake yesterday. We had chocolate chip cookies today. Give us a break,
You know the thing is, nobody's forcing you to eat it.
Well,
yesterday, what did you tell me yesterday about the cake? No cake will pass by thine lips.
I know.
And I looked over and you had eaten 2 pieces. There we go.
You have to tell everything.
It's on you.
Okay.
We'll have a bite of each. We're also tracking those growing water hack concerns. More states may have been targeted.
Yeah, but first, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the dangerous weather after those powerful storms swept through the Northeast. Ginger is tracking the heat, smoke, and fire alerts, Ginger.
Yeah, more than 1,000 flights were canceled, 10,000 delays yesterday because of that system that moved through Brockton, Massachusetts, showing the flash flooding. Hartford had a daily record over 3.5 inches. That has moved on, so travel should be better. One place that would absolutely love to have some of this moisture would be the Rockies and the West. Spokane, this is video from Sunday, but they are still at 0% containment on the 3 wildfires, one of which now they have made an arrest, saying that that worst one was started by an arsonist potentially. So we're going to see more on that coming in. Then in Oregon, believe me, it's not just Washington State. It's Oregon, it's Utah, it's Colorado, California. There are fires burning in many places all the way up through British Columbia. That smoke NATO showcasing how the smoke becomes so billowy and then it's blowing around. And that's going to be the issue today. We have smoke and air quality alerts from Seattle to Portland, Spokane, Yakima, Boise this morning had unhealthy air quality last I looked. Some winds are still kicking and low relative humidities in parts of Colorado and Utah, so fire danger is still up there. And even though the winds have calmed down, I think the smoke is going to include Idaho Falls, Creswell, Portland, again, Seattle up into the Cascades. That's really unhealthy when you get into that purple. And then also the heat is building. Portland could see a daily record tomorrow at 100, George.
Wow. Okay, Ginger, thanks very much. We're going to turn to new fallout now for Ohio Congressman Max Miller, accused of abusing his ex-wife and their 2-year-old daughter. I want to go back to Joe Brown on Capitol Hill. And Jay, a new restraining order has now been filed against Miller.
Exactly right, George. Good morning again to you. After the Ohio Republican Congressman Max Miller was accused by his ex-wife of abusing her and their 2-year-old daughter, which he strenuously denies, now another woman filing a restraining order against him. That woman is Stephanie Grisham, the ex-White House press secretary, one of Trump's first term, and also an ex-girlfriend of Max Miller. She's previously accused Miller of abuse, which he also denies. He filed a defamation lawsuit against her, which was privately settled. It comes after Miller's ex-father-in-law, Bernie Moreno, a Ohio Republican senator, accused him of being, quote, increasingly erratic and exhibiting, quote, dangerous behavior. He insisted that Miller needs, quote, serious psychological help, and he called him unfit to serve in the House of Representatives. This morning, some Republicans are growing anxious about Miller's candidacy for a 3rd term. The first of 2 deadlines for him to take his name off the ballot is tomorrow. This morning, ABC News has learned that President Trump called Miller yesterday to express concerns about his run, and on the phone with Trump, sources say that Miller denied the allegations and indicated that he wasn't going anywhere. Miller is a former close aide to President Trump's from his first term, and yesterday the president called him, quote, a good person. Michael.
All right, we'll see how this all plays out. Thank you. We're going to go now to the growing concerns over cyber attacks on the nation's water systems. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky has the latest for the air. More states than we thought have been targeted in these attacks.
Yeah, they have, Michael. And in fact, sources are telling ABC News that federal officials are concerned this morning water and wastewater utilities may have been compromised in as many as a dozen states, in addition to the initial 7 states the hackers targeted. There's no evidence so far of widespread disruptions to water supplies, but some utilities have been forced to operate manually when automated systems were shut down. One of the affected states, Michigan, saying all systems continue to operate safely and there are no known impacts that posed a public health concern. The fear, though, is this is Iran showing how it could retaliate if President Trump further escalates the war. Iran remains the prime suspect behind these cyber attacks, though sources say it's still not confirmed. Officials are assessing whether this could be the work of a different state actor, maybe mimicking Iran to try and influence what the U.S. does next.
Thank you, Aaron. Coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, Spider-Man Brand New Day swinging into history. Fans crown stars Tom Holland and Zendaya Hollywood's ultimate power couple.
Also ahead is Choosing Texas, the official song of the summer.
I love this song.
Me too. Ella Langley hitting a new milestone. We have more on that in Pop News.
Plus, Tori is here with Jesse Metcalf along with 5 other fabulous founders. They've got deals and steals from body care to high-protein pasta. And Larry, you also have some special guests with you.
If that wasn't enough, it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day! Cookie Queens are in the house. Christina Tosi, Danielle Sepsi. They are baking up something extra special. So many ingredients, so little time. Coming up on Good Morning America. Stay with us. Girls, this is a problem. It's a problem.
Looks like a beautiful day outside.
Much better today.
Right? Much better today. We're back now with our GMA cover story. Tom Holland and Zendaya are the real-life power couple starring in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which just made box office history. And it seems fans can't get enough of their love story. Sophie Flay has the details. Good morning, Sophie.
Michael, good morning. If you went to the movie theater over the weekend, you probably ran into Tom Holland and Zendaya. They are in 2 movies that powered the biggest box office weekend in history. But it's not just their on-screen chemistry that people can't seem to get enough of.
This morning, all eyes on the billion-dollar couple at the center of the blockbuster Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh, you two don't know each other? No, I'm a neighbor.
Friendly neighbor? That movie, as well as their starring roles in The Odyssey, have put Tom Holland and Zendaya at the center of 2 of the biggest movies of all time, collectively having grossed almost $2 billion in just the last month.
Tom Holland and Zendaya are consistently one of the best couples in Hollywood.
Fans zeroing in on the couple's off-screen marriage, falling for MJ and Spider-Man in the process.
I think people are really excited about this couple. They both really seem to have a good head on their shoulders, and I think people aspire to that.
Over the past decade, their relationship has grown, and as their combined box office has almost hit $20 billion, the couple giving fans real-life glimpses of their life together. From precious birthday posts to epic lip-sync battles. To helping each other get out of speeding tickets on the way to a spin class.
We were going a little fast, we were running late, and they recognized that he was Spider-Man. And we were fine. We got a warning.
Tom opening up to George on GMA about Zendaya.
So you say she is the best actress out there?
I truly believe so. I've seen her work for the last 10 years, and she is absolutely fearless with the way that she takes on characters.
Come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't. The couple joining a short list of Hollywood romance royalty that have driven box office sales.
People love to see a real love story play out on screen through characters that they play. I mean, this goes back to Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton in Cleopatra.
The couple has kept many details about their relationship private, and Zendaya's big movie year is not over. She'll be in Dune Part 3 later this year, while Tom starts production on a movie based on Fred Astaire early next year. Michael?
Casting.
Wow.
We love that.
Yeah, that's going to be great. All right, thank you so much for that. Sophie, Pop News, Lara, what you got?
Thanks, Soph. All right, so we're going to begin with TV news this morning. Summer is heating up, and so is anticipation for Ryan Murphy's new FX drama, The Shards. The cast, including Kaya Gerber, Homer Gear, Igby Rigney, Graham Campbell, and many more, took over Berlin, Germany yesterday, bringing some really cool style to the premiere. Here's Kaya Gerber chatting with Disney+.
What episode or scene are you looking forward to fancying the most? Definitely Dance Off. I think that's such a fun episode. Or episode 8. Gets pretty spicy.
Ooh, episode 8, note to self. Well, before fans get to see the dance-off scene that she's talking about, The Shards actually debuted this 80s-inspired music video to give us a little taste of what's in store. As the description to the video says, dance like nobody's watching, even though someone is. Was that scary?
Yes.
It was supposed to be scary. It was actually very scary, like in a concerning way. The Shards premieres tomorrow on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney+. I cannot wait for this one.
I remember when the cast was here, how lovely they all were.
Yes, we are rooting for them, and this is fun. And the 80s, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so also in the news this morning, our Robin Roberts. This is the part where I I talk about you like you're not sitting next to me. All right, so, but with good reason, because this is really fantastic. Robin is coming to a doctor's office near you, and very soon. She is featured on the cover of WebMD's Fall 2026 Breast Cancer Real Stories Condition Guide, sharing her journey after being diagnosed back in 2007. I remember it well. She talks about everything from advocating for yourself in the exam room to the daily rituals that keep you steady. She also has tips on how to navigate some difficult situations, like when a doctor just isn't the right fit. And she says, never, ever forget, you are a survivor from day one.
I'll never forget when I was first diagnosed and you're just numb. And somebody reached out to me and said, the moment you're diagnosed, you're a survivor.
I love that.
The moment you're diagnosed. And so I'm hoping that in the doctor's office, when someone picks up the article, they can glean something that will help them. Because everybody's got something.
They can. Everybody's got something. Make your mess your message.
I'm very grateful, very blessed.
You taught us all so much.
And you all have all been there for my journey and have helped me in tremendous ways.
Yeah.
Very blessed.
Yeah. Well, so I'm going to keep talking about it.
Okay.
Earmuffs, Robin.
Okay.
You can read Robin's story during your next appointment. WebMD's Real Stories will be available in physicians' offices nationwide beginning Friday, August 14th. We love you, Robin.
Thank you, Larry.
Love you,
Thank
babe. And you know what? We're choosing Ella Langley's. I know I talk about this song all the time. We can't help it. It's still on top. We're choosing Texas. The song is dominating the charts in its 16th week at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And guys, it's not just Ella having a moment. For the first time ever, country songs have taken all 5 of the top spots in the Hot 100, thanks to Morgan Wallen's Been By Now, Langley and Wallen's duet, I Can't Love You Anymore. Wow, she's having a moment. Taylor Swift's I Knew It, I Knew You, and Stella Lefty's Boston. That's a great song too. And then to top it up, Luke Combs has also made history this summer, becoming the first solo country artist to headline London's iconic Wembley Stadium. This comes after 3 shows at the 90,000 capacity venue over the weekend. The perfect way for Combs to close out his My Kind of Saturday Night tour. Country is having a moment.
It is.
And I am here for it, as you all know. All right, finally in pop news, an update on our favorite furry friend this summer, Jimothy, the raccoon, who's been going viral for weeks, capturing the attention and hearts of everyone online. He was honored in Seattle. Okay, guys, Michael's been away, so Michael, meet Jimothy.
Oh, no, I know who Jimothy
is. Okay, good. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if you were
couldn't have missed
concerned. We love you, Jimothy. He's been honored at City Hall in Seattle. He's been honored at Mariner games and so much more. His fans are wild for any new bits of info they can learn, and guys, we can deliver. Anna Miner just shared this video from 2025 of a raccoon that locals believe is Jimothy's father. Locals say that he has lived in the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle for years. His name is just as epic. Ballard residents have nicknamed this older raccoon Danny DeVito.
No.
That's just wrong.
You know, we need to bring back Maury.
Yeah, right. Is he the father?
Let's do it. You are not the father.
Should we have Maury on?
Yes.
That is brilliant.
For a Jimothy reveal?
Yes.
You're going with that.
Reveal.
Michael.
I'm sorry. I mean, you see it right. I mean, come on. Charlie, that's your dad. You know, I have people
Danny
come
DeVito,
up and say,
are you Jimothy's father?
You know what? I have people say, oh, my kid, you must be the father. They have a gap in their teeth. I'm like, your kid's white. Like, just because you look alike doesn't mean you're the father. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it to the world.
I love how invested you are in this.
Yeah.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
No, I love Jimothy, though. Cute.
Yeah. All right.
It is time for Deals and Steals, and this morning is a special one. Tori has brought along the founders of all of these great brands.
Oh, yeah.
Don't waste any time. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Dr. Troy's a dentist who created knobs, no bad stuff. We got a Strahan fan in the house on this one. Tell us about it.
That's right. So we are best known for our toothpaste tablets. You can think of it like dehydrated toothpaste. You just bite it, you brush, and you're done. There's no plastic, no preservatives, no messy tube, and it is great for enamel protection and those with sensitive teeth like me. We are the #1 toothpaste on TikTok, over 3 million sold. We have a lot of flavors. We even have our expanding floss. gloss and our whitening strips.
Oh my God.
It's so
these,
good.
I've used these, yes.
And it's so smart also for travel because there literally takes up no space.
Right.
And you get the job done. This cinnamon's really good, you guys. And you hooked us up because all of the bundles are half price today.
No BS, baby.
No BS. No BS. Okay. Clean fragrance that really helps us set the mood. This one, 15,000 5-star reviews. That is really high praise for 5 cents.
I make feelings, not fragrance. These are all meant to capture your mood. Bottled right there is a sensual, soft, floral skin scent that just is the feeling of belonging in too deep. This is my hero. You got to try this.
Yeah. Well, you sprayed on Robin too. She likes a good scent.
It's a warm vanilla gourmand. Nice. It's addictive. You can't stop sniffing yourself. That's why I called it In Too Deep.
It's a
good, right? It is.
Yeah.
These are clean, award-winning fine fragrances. 450,000 bottles sold.
I can see why.
Isn't that good? Yeah. We got another fan over here.
Yes, I know.
It's
so
nice.
It's
and you said it's like your mood changes.
You gotta switch it up.
You gotta switch it up.
You can't be a one-note wonder.
There you go.
Your mood changes. Gotta change your scent.
Signature fragrance in with the layering and the moods, all 50% off
You
today.
are very fun. Thank you so much.
We got Jesse in the house.
Really? Never. He's never
right?
here.
Every single time he's here, Neutral sells out. So you're here with a restock and a new launch.
That's right. I am super excited to be debuting a new product exclusively here on GMA Deals and Steals. This is our PDRN Barrier Renewal Mist. Now, PDRN is one of K-Beauty's best kept secrets.
Right.
It's also trending big time right now because it works. Okay, our PDRN is a vegan form and it helps renew and protect your skin barrier while giving you an instant glow.
It's a good one.
The perfect addition to our 4-product total package routine, which also includes a daily exfoliating cleanser powered by glycolic acid, a 20% vitamin C serum, an anti-aging under eye serum that our customers refer to as Botox in a bottle.
I mean, look at him, right?
Yep.
Look at him.
And a peptide-rich restoring moisturizer. All of these products are science-backed and have gentle botanicals that give you visible results instantly.
He is so passionate about this.
I really
It's
am.
a great line. You guys love it. It's all 50 off plus. You know what Jesse's throwing in?
No, free shipping?
Oh, yeah.
Jesse!
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right. We love this hairbrush. America loves this hairbrush. It's called the Miracle Brush for a reason. More than 5 million sold.
Yes. So imagine a brush that gently glides through your hair, getting rid of the biggest knots without pulling, without breakage, all while helping your hair grow thicker and stronger and healthier over time. So this is the viral brush on TikTok. People cannot get enough of it, and it's because of the way it's designed. So there's 2 sets of bristles that gently detangle every hair, every hair type, and then it also distributes the natural oils, which are actually very nourishing for your hair. Leaves your hair shiny and smooth. And then
feels so good, this brush.
The microsphere tips massage the scalp to create blood circulation, which helps with the hair growth.
Okay, you guys get the brush and get the mask. Mask's my personal favorite. It's all 50% off.
Yes.
We love it.
And your hair is
you know who else we love? We love Arash when he's here. You are all about helping us enjoy comfort food while also being healthy.
That's right. I've lost over 150 pounds eating high protein, low carb. This is our high protein, low carb pasta, rice, and mac and cheese. 80 grams of protein here. It's going to keep you full. It's going to keep you satiated.
I mean, I'm like, wish there was a spoon here because that mac and cheese, that rice, it's so good to either eat alone just by itself right out of the box or to, you know, add your own flavors to it, to use this as a base and to know that you're not wasting calories, but instead you're getting protein and really enhancing a meal.
And fiber.
And fiber. This is such a good one, especially for those who are trying to add more protein because it's so difficult to do. All the bundles, half price.
That's right.
Today.
3 times the fiber of oats.
There you go. There you go. All right, Robin, get ready. Get ready.
It's Robin. 2 different pillars, mandolin inside. The only pillar in the wall can peel up, and guess what? Also down. No need to move them from the couch. Look, the quality. Even coleslaw salad. Cabbage salad. Very easy, very, very fast. Now look at this pineapple. Good morning, America. Look at this. Even a pineapple. Now, the second part, this part, connect to here. Now, it's not a pillar anymore. So what is it? It's a mini mandolin. Circle of carrot, kiwi, potato in a second. Now, the second part. The Julian slicer can make zucchini noodles. Zoodles in a second. Now, the second item, look at this. Cutting board and knife combined together, we can make all type of salad. And you remember the pineapple. Look at this.
No way.
Yes, even butternut squash. Look, the quality.
single one of these is at least half price. I don't know if you get the energy included, but these tools are phenomenal.
We have partners with these companies. You can go to our website and get them. Thank you all so very, very much. We'll be back.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, everyone around here is getting excited because tomorrow we have our summer concert, and K-pop sensation Yeonjun is going to be performing live in Central Park. And the park will be packed with fans of the genre.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, it will be, and that genre is taking over the charts.
K-pop has come a long way since Psy's 2012 smash hit Gangnam Style took over airwaves around the world. These days, K-pop artists are regularly found on top of the charts, selling out stadiums and breaking records. From K-pop Demon Hunters becoming Netflix's most watched film of all time, to Rosé's collaboration with Bruno Mars, Apple Music's biggest song of 2025. And now Yeonjun of the boy band Tomorrow by Together kicks off his U.S. takeover live in Central Park, only on GMA. His just-released second album selling nearly 700,000 copies its first day, and the debut single, Ice Cream, quickly becoming one of the coolest tunes of the summer. Yeonjun previously wowing fans with hits such as Let Me Tell You, and Talk to You, which has over 61 million streams on Spotify.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Make sure you tune in tomorrow for our summer concert series with Yeonjun performing live in Central Park right here on GMA. Lara?
All right, thank you, Michael. So today, as we may have mentioned, is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, and we are celebrating with two chefs at the top of the cookie game. Christina Tosi, the chef and founder of Milk Bar.
We also have Danielle Sepsi, the author of The Scone Queen Baked,
Yes.
and host of the new show, Best Bake Ever, premiering August 27th on Food Network's YouTube channel. Everybody here, yeah, I'd say we're ready for cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to get right to it. All right, so Christina, you're up first, and we can't have you and Danielle make just regular chocolate. I actually don't know why we can't, because a regular chocolate chip cookie is fantastic, but let's take it up a notch, shall we? Because we've got the cookie queens here. So, Christina, you're up first. We're going to ask you to pull 3 ingredients from your cookie jar and incorporate them into your cookie. Ready?
You ready?
Go for it.
Cornflakes.
Love it.
Always and forever. That's Danielle's Point Breakfast of Champions. Marshmallows.
Okay, now we're
Who's mad
talking.
at a marshmallow? And one of my favorite secret weapons when you're making a chocolate chip cookie, milk powder.
Oh, that's
It makes
interesting.
it chewier, and it gives your cookie a depth of flavor that you would never know possible. So even if you're just a classic chocolate chip cookie person, 2 tablespoons of this in your favorite cookie recipe.
Okay.
People will be
Note
like,
to self.
tell me everything.
Yeah, what did you
Tell
do?
me everything.
Okay, so you're going to incorporate them into this cookie.
Yes.
You're going to preheat a skillet, right? So pretend
Preheat a
it's
skillet in
preheating.
the oven for
Yep.
350, classic cookie temperature.
Nothing else to do to it.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Don't grease it. Don't do anything. Just
Don't do
skillet
a
in
thing.
the oven.
Okay, skillet
Get it
in the
nice and
oven.
warm.
Okay, and do you like that? You like this combination of the marshmallows and the
Cornflake chocolate
cornflakes?
chip marshmallow has been on the menu at Milk Bar since day one.
Yes, ma'am.
It's my take on a chocolate chip cookie, and so I like a little texture in both directions.
too.
So crunchy, salty, sweet cornflakes, milk powder, sugar and salt,
and chewy.
Exactly, and then you add a little bit of butter to it. You mix it around, and you caramelize it in
And
the
the salt
oven.
is critical, right?
Salt is critical in
Yep.
any baked good. Most people don't think about that. So once you take that cornflake crunch and pop it onto a baking tray, you're gonna let this also toast in the oven until you get a really nice caramelized,
Yum.
crunchy. We
Can I
call it
taste that?
cornflake crunch, please.
Okay.
We put it on cereal milk, soft serve it, milk bar. We use it for everything.
Oh, that is really
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
like a granola, but oats to the side. Give
Yeah.
me the cornflakes.
I'm going with this all day long. So you're adding this.
We're adding this to our cookie dough, which is a nice deep vanilla extract cookie dough. It's
All of
sultry.
it?
All of it, girl.
Yes,
all
please.
Look at her. Marshmallows and mini chocolate chips. So you get a little bit of chocolate chip cookie in every
And you
bite.
like the dark over the milk.
I like the dark over the milk just because I have these other sweet moments. It's
Okay.
bitter. I like to hit on all salty and
Balances
sweet, but
it.
also bitter and sweet is
Okay.
nice. So once this dough comes together, we've got this beautiful
Yeah,
bowl.
can I just show you guys?
Also, very applicable for just a snack.
I was
Freeze
gonna say.
it. You also don't have to put this in a skillet, Lar. You can make small cookies, you can make big cookies,
Yep.
but it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie
So let's
Day.
do it.
So I figured.
So our skillet is hot.
It's
allegedly.
hot. I'm gonna make it
There we
hot
go.
for TV.
There
it
we
goes
go.
in. You can use your hands or a spatula. I make a skillet cookie with my kids all the time.
What? It's just better. I
We
don't know,
call it
there's
a
something-
tabletop treat. Like it's in our cookbook as a tabletop treat
Yeah.
because people are always thinking, I have someone coming over. I want this to be a big moment. What should
Yeah.
I do?
Okay, so
Put it
that's
in a
now
skillet.
ready to go.
So she gets baked in the oven.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
Until
wait
she
till you
comes
see
out.
this. And
I
this
mean,
is actually,
come on.
this really
Come
is
on.
warm. Thank you to our department.
know.
Look at the
Sweet
end result.
Karen.
I
Yeah.
mean, guys, you need to
then-
make this ASAP.
ASAP, and then it's up to you how you want to do it. I like to decorate. Curb
Yeah,
appeal is
there-
everything.
this
You
hot?
know
Okay.
this.
There's the end result.
So
I
some
like
mini
it plain.
marshmallows, some cornflake crunch, whatever you want to do, so you get a really great.
It's
look
just
to it.
awesome.
It's chocolate
Do
chip
it or
cookies
not.
for the
We're
holiday.
gonna pass the cookie over to you guys.
Bring it on
All
over
right.
because we've got a cookie jar too. Danielle,
We
show us what we're working with.
So Christina had the milk powder. I've got instant vanilla pudding.
Oh.
This gives you an everlasting chew. So
Makes sense.
days later, even though they won't last days, it will give those cookies a signature chew. And
Nice.
also I've got salty potato chips.
please.
We love a salty and sweet treat. And coconut flakes. A little bit of chew, also some sweetness, some nuttiness.
Okay, so we're gonna use those three, but we've got to put a cookie base together
Yes,
first.
always starts with butter. Of course, butter is flavor and fat. We need that. We've got dark brown sugar for chew, also white
Yum.
sugar. And then we're gonna add that vanilla instant pudding to that.
Just a little bit, right?
A little bit goes a long way,
Regular
about a third of a
vanilla?
cup. Little vanilla
Third of a cup.
extract. We blend that together. Do you want to?
Yes, please. I take over and you go do the next one because you're gonna put in an egg next.
Yep,
is that
we need
right?
an egg.
Egg, and
then here's my other secret to making a really soft and chewy chocolate chip cookie. It is cake flour.
Why cake flour?
It has less gluten than an all-purpose flour or bread flour, so it'll make it really, really soft and tender. So that's one of my secrets. Also, and then as Christina said, ample salt. You really need a good amount of salt in all your baking to make sure that everything is balanced and pops. And for this one, just because we have a lot of different mix-ins, I add a touch of cinnamon. It just
Yum.
rounds out the flavor, adds a little bit of warmth. And in this cookie, we call it the junk drawer cookie because it's got everything in your junk drawer. We've got the potato chips, we've got toffee, which
Oh
gives
my
it a
gosh.
crunch, a little
That-
caramelization,
yummy.
and several different kinds of chocolate for a different mouthfeel, different levels of sweetness. So semi-sweet, bittersweet, white chocolate. We can throw it
Mix it
all
all
in.
in. All of it.
Yes,
All
all
the
the
fun.
things. We want all of it. Why choose?
That's right.
And you can customize this.
Go.
Add all the things you like. Take out what you don't like.
Okay.
And just mix it all in.
That combination
It
by
is
itself
deadly.
looks ideal, but you're not going to do the skillet. You're doing actual cookies.
No, we're doing cookie dough balls, which you can also do ahead of time, freeze them, and then bake them off as needed. You can make them small, you can make them gigantic. Sometimes I want a big
How do-
6-ounce
if you want
cookie.
a thin cookie, is
So
there
if
a
you want
trick?
thinner, make your oven a lower temperature. It'll help everything spread.
And then it'll
People
spread
think
out.
the opposite. If you want your cookies thick and big, you want your oven higher. It
Okay.
locks
Okay.
in the
Well, I'm so
shape,
glad I
kind of
asked
like
you
when
that.
you
And it
cook
goes
some,
faster,
like
I
a
assume.
sear something in a pan, right? You're locking it all in, so you're locking in that shape.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so then we bake them
We
and they
bake
come
them.
out just gorgeous by
And
themselves.
we've got crunchy, chewy,
a little
gooey,
salt on top.
a little
Don't
bit of
forget
everything.
That.
Little
And I know that
flakesy
we
salt.
have Jay and Kevin from Super Troopers 3.
Yep.
Are they going to try out? Yes, please. Please come. We have
Hi,
cookie
guys.
taste
Hi.
testers.
hello.
Are you
Cookies
ready
for breakfast?
to National Chocolate Chip
Breakfast
Cookie
I love
Day?
it.
Come on.
Please give us a taste and let us
Okay.
know what you think.
These?
Yeah, those are
Okay.
both yours.
So that's Danielle's.
That's fabulous.
That is fabulous.
It's
now
chocolatey.
try our
Very
skillet.
chocolatey.
The
Very
skillet cookie
chocolatey.
is from milk.
Okay.
You will
I thought I might get the whole skillet. No? Just
I
this?
mean, I got a skillet for you.
Listen, we'll get you
Yeah.
a spoon. You can get
I was
on in
already,
there.
I was already all in there.
Wow.
And,
I need a comb for my mustache
And
after
these
this.
are
That's
warm.
good.
I can
This is
assure
chocolate
you.
chip cookie day hands.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, so 2 thumbs up on all of them,
They're
right?
fabulous. They're
There
both
is no
really
way.
good.
Actually, everyone's a winner. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Good
Julie.
job, you guys.
Chocolate chip cookie queens. You can get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com.
The stars of Super Troopers 3, Kevin Heffernan, Jay Chandrasekhar. Welcome. Great to see you guys.
Great to be here.
Well, what a partnership you all have had. How far back does it go?
We met when we were 18 at Colgate University. And so we knew each other before we even had any ambition. And then eventually I put together a comedy group of all the funniest people I knew at Colgate, and he turned me down twice, and then the third time I just forced
Why'd you turn him down?
I'm offer only, guys. So I wanted more money in college, so that was it.
So this is the third Super Troopers. The first one, 25 years ago? The other one in 2018. What's happened now? What's happening now?
Well, we have this fan base that really loves these characters, so we thought we'd try to expand it. And what happens now is, we came up with this idea, which is basically, what if the worst guy in your office, which is the guy I play, was marrying your sister? What would you do? And so, the first 2 movies were very kind of cop-oriented and doing things, and this is a little bit more behind the scenes, personal lives, seeing our relationships. And so it's really a romance now, right? It's a wedding movie.
My sister's trying to marry him, and I'm trying to stop the wedding. It's basically like Meet the Parents, meet Super Troopers.
All right, there's a good pitch. Let's take a look.
Good service here, huh? Oh, do you want to pour? As a matter of fact, I do. Oh, Meta, may I tee you up?
He's such a gentleman.
Just call me Mr. T, because I pity the fool who doesn't like tea. Mr. T, pouring the tea. I wonder if they have any white tea here. Oh, wait, that's me, Whitey.
It must be fun to take it in a new direction.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, with new movies, you have to sort of set everybody up, and this, we can just hit the ground running.
And it's fun, we have these kind of cultural things too, because it's an Indian wedding. It's a big Indian wedding with a Bollywood dance number and everything, and so we were able to kind of tie into things from Jay's life and have some fun with that stuff.
You guys are both co-writers. How much of it is the writing? How much are just playing on set?
We write about 32 drafts of every script. So we make sure that when you show up and you read this line, we've already think that's going to be a good one. And then once that's recorded, we just let people riff a little bit.
As we get older, it gets looser.
Okay, we're going to play a little game here. You guys both play Super Troopers, as we said. So we have some questions about law enforcement. Which of you is most likely to get arrested in real life?
I don't know, probably you.
The reality is, after we made these movies, it's almost like a get out of jail free card.
We can't get arrested. The cops love us.
Speed, they're like, get out of here, you're good. I mean,
we get out tickets, we get out everything.
I need to have you guys in the car with me. I don't get that.
It happens.
Who's most likely to read you your Miranda rights?
I mean, I'm the director, so I'm the one who has to sort of corral all these guys, but he is an actual lawyer.
I went to law school, so I have some Miranda expertise. So.
And who from the cast was more likely to break character on camera?
I don't know. What we try to do is break our guest actors, because we've been together for so long, like it's second hand to us. But when you can, like, we have Brian Cox in our movie. Oh. The idea is to try to make Brian Cox break, which is hard.
It didn't work?
Well, he's Logan Roy from Succession, right? And so we can't get him to, and he just yells at us. He gets mad and he just yells at us. So. But he keeps coming back.
What is the secret to such a long partnership?
Well, I think it's sort of ego management. Try to figure out what each guy's upset about in advance and go and head it off.
Does that work for you?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's really, our movies are about, we're the same guys that we were when we were 18 years old and we were friends, we were hanging out in college together. And I think that's what resonates with people, right? They see a group of friends having fun and they want to be a part of those friends. And I think that's what works for us. So.
I think we'll see a 4?
We always put a joke at the end of the movie that there will be a 4, just to make the studio go, oh, are we doing a 4? And it seems to work.
It sure does. Thank you guys for coming in. Super Troopers 3 is in theaters on Friday. Let's go to Ginger.
Thanks, George. Now, Betrayal is back. Betrayal: Dirty Secrets is a 3-part docuseries based on the #1 true crime podcast. This season follows a family betrayed when a husband, father, and police officer abuses his badge to satisfy his desires. Betrayal: Dirty Secrets is streaming now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Coming up, we go one-on-one with best-selling author Naima Coster talking about our GMA August Book Club pick. So come on back. We are back now with our GMA August Book Club pick, Take What You Can. It's by best-selling author Naima Coster. It is a page-turner that takes readers from Brooklyn to the south of France as 2 best friends navigate motherhood and how to stay close to the ones you love as life, inevitably changes. Stephanie Ramos spoke with her, and here's their conversation.
In her latest novel, Take What You Can, best-selling author Naima Coster explores the power of motherhood, chosen family, and the ties that bind or break through the lens of best friends Millie and Val.
Millie and Val first became close to one another when they were traveling abroad in France as broke 20-year-olds, but now they're all grown up and they each have babies on the way, and they decide to live near one another so that they can raise their girls together. They're both motherless mothers and they hope to be family to each other, but once they're in the same neighborhood, things don't go the way that they planned.
Both women struggling to find their footing in this new chapter. Millie as a wealthy social media influencer, and Val as a writer and journalist.
In adulthood, Millie has the kind of glamorous life that she always imagined for herself. She curates a beautiful image of it for social media, but she feels really isolated and lonely inside that life. Val is someone who has always wanted to be a mother. She's determined to be a different kind of parent than her own parents. She puts so much pressure on herself, and what she really needs is more help than she has.
Naima setting the novel between the affluent neighborhood of Park Slope, Brooklyn, and the sparkling shores of the south of France, weaving in delicious meals and drinks across the pages that will leave readers wanting more.
Why was that important to you to bring that food culture into the novel?
Well, it was very fun to write about food and to take it as research whenever I went out to eat. But I also wanted to write about food both as a representation of these women's appetites. They are both women whose desires get larger after they become mothers, and food is a part of that.
Motherhood is also really front and center in the novel. You're a mom, and you said that when you started writing this novel, you had a toddler. Is that right? And now you have 3 children?
Yes. My eldest is 7 and I have a brand new baby who I just welcomed this spring. And I think that writing the themes of this book as I was living them made the experience really raw for me emotionally. Val and Millie are messy characters. I love them. Some readers might love to hate them. But I think that if they are something, they're honest and they're true.
Naima says she hopes the novel makes readers think about their own friendships in a different light.
Take What You Can is a juicy, raw, compelling read that will help you think about how you stay close to someone that you love through all the phases of life. It'll give you a lot to mull over by yourself and with the people closest to you.
I think it's going to be relatable in a lot of ways. Let the work speak. I love seeing that sign behind her. Take What You Can, available everywhere the books are sold. It's going to be a party tomorrow in the park.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great day.